NFL Week 8 preview, predictions and best bets for the big games on Sunday, including Packers at Rams. We and #X27:V got our picks from some huge games this week as the Packers face the unbeaten Rams and the Saints seek revenge in Minnesota. 1 pint over 59.5 match points in Packers at Rams at 11/8. For details of advised bookmakers and each way terms, visit our transparent tipping record. A real head-scratcher in Nashville as the Baltimore Ravens and their top-draw defense tackle Cam Newton after the Panthers QB led an amazing fight back to come from 17 points down to beat the Super Bowl champion Eagles last week. While the Panthers engineered a comeback, the Ravens suffered one as the Saints scored 17 fourth-quarter points in Baltimore, but even then the hosts only lost when the usually reliable Justin Tucker missed an extra point for the first time in his career. That gives the Ravens extra motivation as their defense, which tops the lead in yards and points allowed, as well as sacks, tries to limit Newton after his 21-point fourth-quarter effort against the Eagles. Newton has also led the team in rushing in the last 2 games, highlighting his importance on the team, so stopping him is priority number 1 for Baltimore, who have rushing problems themselves, so will need Joe Flacco to air it out to get this job done. Prediction: Panthers to win at 5/4. The last unbeaten team standing in the NFL return home to LA for the first time in over a month as the Rams tackle the Packers at the Coliseum for the first time since 1978 in what is a landmark game in terms of the betting odds. With the Rams currently an 8.5-point favorites, that represents the biggest underdog 2-time MVP Aaron Rodgers has ever been in his career, and he's never been more than a 6-point underdog in the regular season. The odds represent the size of the task Rodgers, who's had a bye week to work on his knee injury, faces against the 7-0 Rams and their fearsome pass rush led by Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh, who's got previous with Rodgers from his days with Detroit. QB Jared Goff is leading the top NFL offense in yards while running back Todd Gurley is having an MVP-caliber season with 686 rushing yards and 11 touchdowns as he's proving to be the NFL's most unstoppable force. The Packers aren't really built to stop teams the Rams, better defensive teams have tried and failed, so it'll be down to Rodgers and their second-ranked defense to try and go toe-to-toe with LA to try and pull off the upset win. Green Bay have owned the Rams in recent times with 5 straight wins in a classic rivalry that sees them tied at 45 wins each with only 11 total points between them. This time though it's the Rams who are clearly the ones to beat this season. Prediction: LA Rams, -6, to win at 8/13. Best bet, over 59.5 match points at 11/8. It's a repeat of one of the most thrilling playoff games in history as the Saints look for revenge for the Minnesota Miracle that cost them a place in the NFC Championship game in January. Stephon Diggs scored a dramatic touchdown on the last play of the game as the Vikings pinched the game from under the Saints' noses, and again this one could have a say in the playoff shakeup come the end of the season. The Saints again overcame a tough start to improve week by week and even boast the league's top run defense to go with Drew Brees' potent and varied attack that includes stub receiver Michael Thomas, dual-threat back Alvin Kamara and running back Mark Ingram. Minnesota's defense hasn't been as stout as last season but new QB Kirk Cousins has kept them in games and he'll again need to lean on record-setting receiver Adam Thielen as his main target to keep up with the pace. The Vikes need to slow the Saints as they don't look to have the firepower to live with them in a shootout. New Orleans proved by winning in Baltimore last week that they're a serious outfit and a revenge mission in Minnesota would be a real statement. Prediction: Saints to win at 10/11. Posted at 1230 BST on October 26, 2018.